Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs in video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last time on Hollow Knight, I completed the Grim Ritual by defeating the Nightmare King Grim, and I found the last grub in the game, and the last Stagway in the game. Those actually ended up being 3 separate achievements that I all completed last episode. This time I'm going to be exploring the Beast's Den and likely find Hurrah the Beast, who is the last of the Dreamers. I came here because I really wanted to try out the Weaver Song charm. So I'm going to take off the Mark of Pride, the Grub Song, put on the Weaver charm, and something else that costs 2. How about the Sharp Shadow? I haven't played around with the Sharp Shadow enough. So we're going to see what the Weaver Song does, which I guess I just have little... Oh, yeah, I've got little spider dudes that just like pop around constantly. And presumably they attack enemies. So here we are in the Beast Den. I don't know exactly what I have explored and what I haven't explored in the Beast Den. Ooh, I wanted to use my Sharp Shade, and it worked out really well. So I have been here, and this still confuses me. I'm not really sure what to do there. Presumably I come back after I've been to the top of the Beast Den. So I'm going to try to explore from the bottom to the top. So there's some place back there that I haven't been. Oh gosh. Oh man, I completed those in my Hunter's Journal. Wonderful. Another completion of the Hunter's Journal. So the main question I have for myself here is, have I been... Clearly have not been up there. Have I been down here? Yes, this is where I found the grub. So, that means the only path I believe that I haven't been in the Beast Den is anything this away, up there. So by the way, I'm still planning to go back to Noska's chamber in this episode. Basically, whenever we're done exploring the rest of the Deepnest, I intend to go back to Nosk. And let me look at this Dreamer first. And there's still... Yeah, so this is a shortcut down, gets me another money egg. And then there's the Dreamer, a sleeping figure. This Dreamer has a very different body than the other 2 Dreamers, right? It looked pretty different. This is Hera the Beast. Hello. Bound for brood for child. Fair bargain made. Give all for her. Getting 2 words at a time. For her. Okay, so he gave all for her. And we have defeated the final Dreamer. And I have to suck in all of his powers. I think this means that I have broken the seals. Of course, there's the achievement for Beast, because that was Hera the Beast. And then the black wet egg. Ooh. The Nimble Protector is here. So you've slain the beast, and you head toward that fated goal. I'd not have obstructed this happening, but it causes me some pain to knowingly stand idle. What? You might think me stern, but I am not completely cold. We do not choose our mothers or the circumstance into which we are born. Despite all the ills of this world, I am thankful for the life she granted me. Was the beast your mother, or somebody else your mother? It's quite a debt I owed. Only in allowing her to pass and taking the burden of the future in her stead can I begin to repay it. I'm still guessing that you are the princess. Leave me now, ghost. Allow me a moment alone before this bedchamber becomes forever a shrine. Alright, I will leave you alone, after staring into your dreams. Mother, forgive my inaction, but another path may be possible. Okay. Very interesting. Now I want to question, does this little thing down here do anything? I'm still so bad at fighting those. I didn't even get enough soul to heal. Yeah, what does this do? Seriously, what does this do? I really want to know. And I have no idea. I guess we come back to find out what that is later. Although I'm not really sure what action happens before that could be something. At least I got enough to heal that time. Probably should have saved at the bench out there. Over there. Oh well. I'm not going to. I'm just going to move forward. Which, moving forward, is leaving the beast den, I think. And I recall... I don't know how to leave the beast den, do I? Because the start of the beast den did not have an exit. Alright, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. I might be going the wrong direction. Clearly I am now. Because who wants to be here with this creature? Am I missing something? This beast den was really large. I'm noticing that more as I'm trying to go back to the bottom. And it's a pretty far way down. So this is where I started. And yeah, there's no way to leave. How do I leave the beast den? I must have missed something up on the top there. So I'm going to go back to the top. I'm going to try to take the shortcut this time. The shortcut was right next to the bench too, which means I can save at the bench. Fast forward, friend, here to tell you more about my favorite animals, this time starting with the letter M. And starting with the letter M is the marmot. Marmots are basically fat squirrels. Instead of chittering around and jumping in the trees, marmots stay on the ground and sleep a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. They sleep half the year in one go. But aside from being fat, lazy squirrels, they can also whistle. So enough about marmots, back to spiders. So here's the bench. And then Oh, this was a shortcut back here, which leads outside the beast den. Great. Still don't know what that big thing in there was. I need to go to the bottom of this room to explore that, because I haven't been there. But before that, let's make sure I didn't miss anything at the top. Doesn't look like I did. Ooh, that's another thing I can enter? Interesting. What's the mini beast den? Not friends. They lied. This is just a whole bunch of characters that have been wrapped up by the spiders. Can I bust through? Nope. Yeah, they definitely lied to you. They consider you food. They were not your friends. And then this is where we entered. I want to go down, but I'd like to go down little by little if there are platforms. Doesn't look like there are. But I did find one of these statues. Because this is over here, I'm going to zip across to the right. No? What if I had dropped down here before going to the beast den? Would I have to go all the way back up? I guess so. Yeah, okay. What's this direction? And why have I not fought an enemy? I've been predicting a giant spider. Whoa! I attacked it. I should not have attacked it. What was it? Should have listened to it. Oh. Happy teeth. Okay, I'm gonna go back out of this room, come back in, and see if that creature reappears, because I definitely did not mean to attack a creature. It appeared right when I saw it. I was already in the attacking motion when it came out of the wall. I thought that little enemy was one of my spiders. There you are. Let's listen to you. The Midwife. Oh, please, please, don't be shy. There are some nasties about here, all right. Not me. I'm a friend to all, and happy to serve a traveler so bold as you. Is it information you seek that I can provide? Yes. Oh, yes, hee hee. That village above here, home to a sad creature. Hers is a tale of tragic exchange. Cost her and her people greatly, though I suspect she bore no regret in making it. Hee hee, yes, I know you're intrigued. You want to know the tale. Well, I'm sorry. I'd love to tell it, but I'm just very, very sorry. And I haven't eaten in some time. Oh, I'm starving. And then it tried to eat me, of course. So we met the midwife. I was speaking about Nosk a little bit, so I intend in this episode, after I've kind of explored the Deepnest as much as I think I can, I intend to go back to Nosk's chamber and find out if there is a Dreamland version of Nosk to fight. I'm noticing like a place down there below this wall. It's impossible to get there though. It's gotta be impossible. Oh well. I think that's impossible. It's just weird that there's a little section under the wall that still has the little living spikes, I guess. And we're back up here, which was another shortcut area we found. And this basically leads back to the distant village, right? Right. I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to drop down on the right side just to see if there's something we missed on the right. Appears not. And then go back up. So I'm back up, and I believe at this point I have explored the Deepnest to the best of my knowledge. Whoa, there's a spider that just came out of the woodwork. Is there anything else in the Deepnest? Doesn't look like it. Just looking at the shape of the Deepnest on the big map, that matches the shape that I found, and I don't know of anything that I haven't found in the Deepnest. So let's go back to Noska's chamber. And see if we can find a hard Dreamland version of Nosk to fight. I'm going to have to look at my map several times to make sure that I'm going the right direction, because as always, the deep maze is a maze. I called it a deep maze. It's a valid title for the area, but it's the Deepnest, and the Deepnest is a maze. After checking on Nosk, I want to check on the Mantis Lords as well, to see if there's a hard version of the Mantis Lords to fight. Making that check would also bring me back to the Fungal Wastes, and it would be a good time for me to go through the Fungal Wastes and comb for secrets. All of that will be more than a single episode. So I have at least this episode and next probably laid out there. After that, I would like to go back to the Royal Waterways, look again for the Dung Defender, which I learned that I did find. I did find the right place for the Dung Defender. I just need to wait and go back to him after some time and visit him in his chambers. So I'm going to go back there to the Royal Waterways. I also want to complete the Hunter's Journal for the Royal Waterways, which I'm close to defeating, or not defeating, close to completing, but haven't yet completed. And while I'm there, in the Royal Waterways, I would also like to stop by the God Home and do another bout there. Probably another one of the Pantheons. The third Pantheon in the God Home, which I'm suspecting will have the Nail Sage as its final battle. So let's heal up before we go into the Nosk chamber itself. Just in case. So I don't see anything here. Yeah, there's no Nosk here to possibly be a Dreamland battle. That's kind of disappointing, actually. I was really thinking that there would be a Dreamland battle here. Oh well. Since there's nothing there, I am going to stay in the Deepnest a little bit longer. I am going to go up to the failed Tramway portion of the Deepnest. Part of the reason that I'm doing that is because I still have enemies there to complete in my Hunter's Journal. That's going basically straight up. Which, you know, I can do. Straight up means, yeah, I should go straight up as much as I can. And I've noticed that while I'm in the Deepnest, I do collect a fair amount of money here. All of these little and medium-sized spiders that we're fighting do drop a decent amount of cash, which is good for all of the reasons that I'm saving cash. I'm actually somewhat close to the max balance of the bank. I've only got 1,000 more before I can store the max balance there and see what happens with that. Still going up, yes. Still going up. I was expecting another fight in the Deepnest. Like, what is this with no giant spider? In the Weaver's Den, I think it was called the Weaver's Den, we found a kind of a giant spider. A weaver, I guess. And then it just ran off, and I don't know where it went. I haven't seen anything from that since then. A failed tramway couldn't be built. You did choose a difficult place to build a tramway. So these creatures right here, those are the ones that I have not completed in my Hunter's Journal. I don't know how many I need to complete, but those are the ones that I need to complete. Did not really mean to drop down. So, defeat the enemies for my Hunter's Journal. And is there anything I missed with the failed tramway the first time? By this point, I was pretty good at finding secrets, but I didn't have all of my abilities. So it's very possible that I did miss something. I wonder if I can keep those blue faces. If I manage to keep blue faces for a long time, which is very unlikely, but if I manage to keep these blue faces, I might actually try to go to the blue stone area of the Abyss and see if I can deposit these blue faces or activate the stone dais or whatever there. Oop, well, there goes one. This is where I found my tram paths. I don't think I had to break through the ground to find that. And then otherwise, it seems like we can't get through over here, even though it's pretty close to the Queen's Gardens. Okay, well, I guess that's it for the failed tramway. Oops, I see that I would immediately run into that. And I do have to come back here again in order to complete those in my Hunter's Journal, unless they appear somewhere else that I haven't seen yet. Meanwhile, I want to go to the Fungal Wastes, basically directly to the right of me. We're going to go to the Fungal Wastes and see if there's something else to do with the Mantis Lords. I think I'm going the wrong direction. I want to go down and to the right. While I'm traveling, let me talk about a couple of other things. There's still the White Palace in this game, which I've been inside once and was unable to complete it, either because I was missing something that I should have seen, or I was actually unable to do it the first time. I'm starting to suspect that I missed something the first time that I should have seen, and that's unfortunate, but, you know, I'll just go back there sometime. The one thing I want to do is try to go through the Servant's Path by paying the fountain money before going back into the White Palace, because that was my guess as to how to do something in the White Palace. I went the wrong direction. Let's go back. That was my guess for how to do something in the White Palace, and I want to at least do that first. At least try out my guess, even though I kind of think the guess was wrong at this point. I still want to try out the guess before I give up on it and go into the White Palace directly. So that's the reason I haven't gone back to the White Palace, because I am still somewhat guessing about what to do there. This was definitely a battlefield. Hello. I guess there's nothing for me to do with you guys. Again, there doesn't appear to be a hard Dreamland battle here that I can activate, which means I'm pretty curious about the plaque that I saw in the God Home. Oops, I should not have done that. He bowed to me. What was I thinking? What about this wall? Never been on this wall. Doesn't really appear... Oh, wait a minute. Ho ho! There is a thing in this wall. It's more blue faces. Great. Well, I found a secret in the Fungal Waste that I hadn't found before. And then I'm searching for more of those. Whoa! He attacked... Oh! Did he attack me because the Grim attacked him? I think that's what happened. Grim, you might need to go in timeout again. I do like having both my spiders and my Grim, though. I'm collecting little guys to fight for me, even if they fight people that maybe they shouldn't be fighting. I'm searching for secrets. This way is like a special little area of the Mantis Village. Anything I did not discover here? Don't see anything. I think those chests were hard to get to the first time I was here, and they're like trivially easy now with all of my movement abilities. I can get to all of these chests no problem. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. So I think we've discovered everything in that little pocket. going up the challenge way, I guess. Don't see anything to the left. And then to the right, there are spikes. Seems to be a common feature. I am a little bit lower than I thought I was. Yeah, there's spikes over there. And then I think I have fully explored that area. And we did find a secret. We found another place for blue faces down there. Sorry, Mantises. If you weren't going to attack me because I'm with some questionable sort of people, then I would not attack you. But apparently you are an enemy to my team. That's where I found the mantis claws. And it looks like I did everything here. Another place that I have on my list to go back to that I haven't been to in a while is the resting grounds, specifically the Spirit's Glade within the resting grounds. I don't know what to do in the Spirit's Glade, but I certainly haven't been there in a long time. And it is possible that there is something new to do. Don't see anything up there, so I'm going to assume it's nothing. And I believe we fully explored this room now. Next. Oh gosh. I zipped too far or something. I was supposed to be on the walls and zipping from the walls, clearly. Here is where we found the essence tree for the Fungal Wastes. And I think that's where I found my first Wanderer's Journal, too. Which direction should I head? So to the left of me is the fungal core. I've been there very recently, so no need to go back there. To the right is more of the fungal wastes. I think what I'm going to do in this episode is go to the right, so we will have completed the bottom of the fungal wastes. And then I'm going to go into the Royal Waterways. I want to check if I can fight some hard Dreamland battle in this one. Since the last two that I somewhat suspected we might find, I did not find. This is a room that there could easily be a secret in that I did not find. My little spiders were nicer, and my Grim, then we'd just be in a better place. But no, they consider everything and anything that can be attacked should be attacked. Don't see anything in the top. Wanderer seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. Well, that is kind of a phrase to bring about our attack. What's to the right here? That's nothing. Okay. I've declared it as nothing. I really do want to complete all of these money requirements that I have, because if I complete all the money requirements, one of the things that I get from that is an upgraded nail. The upgraded nail could really help me in my Dreamland battles and the Grey Prince Zote battles. As well as possibly unlocking another achievement for fully upgrading the nail. I believe that I'm going to fully upgrade the nail. I can't imagine there being more pale ore in this game somewhere that I have not found. And apparently there were no secrets down here that I did not find the first time. Is there anything over this way? No. And then I believe over here is where we rescued Bretta. Yeah. So let's go back through the Rescue Bretta area just to see if there's something. I don't really expect there to be anything here, but it's pretty easy to go through. Especially when you're going backward through it, I guess. Also, I think I found it easy to go through the first time. Don't see anything on the left wall. This makes sense. I think the secret in this area was just getting to Bretta. And then we can go to the Fungal Wastes, where I have a hunter's journal to complete, and a Dreamland version to find. That is all the way to the right. I'm going to check for secrets on my way, a little bit at least. Huh, well, maybe it wasn't a secret, but it's definitely something I hadn't done yet. Hadn't opened that shortcut. And then next room over. Get a little bit of soul out of this. Clearly already found that. I don't have a long nail right now, so all of my attacks are short, which is not the best for attacking the things that explode. This way, I think there was a whole bunch of like acid water that I can now walk in. Or wade through, I guess is the proper terminology there. Let's check if there's anything in the acid water that I couldn't get to. Like, did get over here. I managed to get through over there, probably by zipping all the way across. Great. And there's an upper path too. I think it's basically the same. I think there's no way we could have gotten through this before, right? So have we been in this room? Like, maybe we've never been here. No, we have. When I did not have... Oh, I know why. This is not acid water, this is just normal water. I mean, it's probably not drinkable water, but it is water that we could have swam through even before we had Isma's Tear. I was very curious as to how I had found all of those secrets through acid water before realizing that it wasn't actually acid water. Okay, well, I declare there to be no secrets in this room I have not found. So we're going to the right, toward that bench. Yes, toward that bench. This is probably a good place for me to stop, which is a little unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is do only a little bit more rather than actually go back to the Dung Defender this time. That will have to wait till next time. What I'm going to do is search for secrets that I did not find in the room below me. And then go back to that bench and save and do more Royal Waterways, Dung Defender, and possibly some God Home next time. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hit so much. I'm just basically ignoring the enemies and trying to let my little minions deal with them. And my minions are just not as efficient at dealing with enemies as I am. Okay. This way, I believe we're going to end up in another boss chamber that we've been to before. The... what was it called? I forget what it was called. But the boss chamber through here. This is going to be the third boss chamber we've been to in this episode. All of them empty. Yeah, there's nothing we can do with this. Okay. But I have verified that that boss chamber is still empty. Oh, I got an essence from some random thing that one of my spiders defeated. Okay, well, that was an exploration of that little section of the Royal Waterways, and I explored the bottom half of the Fungal Wastes, all for secrets. And I did actually find one, but only one. I'm disappointed that Nosk did not have a Dreamland version. I was really expecting that. I wasn't really expecting the Mantis Lords to, but I had to check, right? Anyway, Dung Defender and some God Home next time. In this episode, I discovered two new characters, the Midwife and the Beast. I am counting Hera the Beast as a new character, just as I did for the other two Dreamers. Other than that, one increasingly hard to find money egg, and one more achievement. If you'd like to see a detailed tracking sheet, there's a link in my video description. New episodes every Sunday, and thanks for watching.